Okay, we're back again. Yeah, Innocent, good morning from Abuja. How are you, my brother? How are you doing today? I just want to know if you can let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. The network been messing up. The network have been messing up. I don't understand the no. Is it that you cannot hear me? Hello? So just join, make sure you smash the like button and drop your location and your name and the location you are joining us from. Let me also understand if you can hear me loud and clear. Let me understand if you can hear me loud and clear before I further more. You can't hear me. Why? Hello? Hello? Yeah, my audio monitor is telling me I have audio. So why can't you hear me? Okay, if that's the case, I guess it's from your hand because my audio monitor here is telling me it's showing frequency that I have audio. It's showing a good frequency that I have audio, so I don't understand why you are not hearing me. So I believe it's from your end. So let me just do an overview of all the charts we have here so that we can call it a day and we can have our mentorship have started already, and I I have to give time to I have to prioritize time for the people that are in the mentorship because they deserve it. Okay. So I was talking about the changes that is happening in the market. It just only requires us to be patient, and then we reposition ourselves to take advantage of the trade. Okay. So I said something when I was with some of my students in the mentorship yesterday. I said anytime the market disrespect a valid setup, it will come back to reclaim that setup. It will come back to reclaim that setup. A valid setup or a valid POI cannot be disrespected more than twice. By the third time, the market is going to definitely use it. This one was disrespected, market came back and used it to sell. So, but currently, do we have a setup? Not yet. Not yet. The setup that I'm seeing right now will be market coming back to this level, of liquidity right here. Market coming back to this level of liquidity right here, because we already have a manipulation and we already have a break of structure. So we already have a manipulation and a break of structure. So market coming back here should be able to get ourselves an entry. Yes. So maybe in the course of the mentorship that session we're going to be having after now, we are going to look for an entry on this. So moving on, nothing serious on AUD USD for now. At this bottom, nothing serious. In as much as I'm staying on 1 hour or even above, nothing serious is happening right here. Nothing serious is happening right here. Nothing serious, trust me. So moving on to another pair, we have GBP USD. We are waiting for it to come here. It has not come. While it has not come, if it presents us another reasonable setup, will definitely take advantage. Like this one that is doing right now is cooking a setup. We have a manipulation here. But the way he's doing, I don't think is going to be a valid one. We have a manipulation here, and we need to have a break of structure here. If we get a break of structure, then we'll now look for our liquidity. Even though with the way I'm looking at it right now, the market might not be, the setup might not be a valid one. But aside from that, looking at every other thing here, no reasonable setup, no simple concept setup here yet, except from this one above here. So now we have our USD JPY. I knew for certain that you guys saw that this market actually disrespected this. It disrespected it. What did you now see it came to do? It came back to reclaim it. It came back to reclaim it. This sell that is going on right now, the only way we can take advantage of it is, let's go to lower time frame and see if we can take advantage of this setup. Anything around here? No. So let me just say it. I think it is safe to enter this trade from here. Let me go to 5 minutes. Yes. So going back to 15 minutes, and let's just do our 1 to 2. So we just see a setup right now on USD JPY. Because this setup, why am I so confident? This is a valid setup that has been disrespected. So market will do what has come, because we already have what I call liquidity right here. We already have liquidity right here, and the market has take out the liquidity, tap into this other block. So ladies and gentlemen, let's see how this trade will play out. So copy, so let me also take it on my own account. The trade actually, if to say we saw it earlier, we'll have taken it from here, but it's still within the entry. The only thing they can do is just for you to come above here or even come and mitigate here. But our stop loss, I think, is placed rightly. I think our stop loss is placed rightly. So you guys just give me like some few seconds. Let me also take advantage of that trade on my MT5. Okay. So you can't hear me, okay? Hello? Hello? Can you guys hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me, please. Mr. Olalekan from Lagos, please let me know if you can hear me. We just got ourselves another setup. So moving on. Please, I need to know if you guys can hear me before I can move on. You can hear you can okay, you can hear me clearly. Thank you for that feedback. Okay, so I have to let me just move on. So I called that trade and I actually went to go and enter it on my own MT5 so that we can we can both have the experience of the market. Okay, so moving on, I explained the reason why I'm taking this trade already. This is a what? This is a valid setup that was invalidated, and then we have this liquidity and we have inducements, and then the market will come and reclaim it, and then I know for certain that this market will do what? It will do what? It will tank. So let's just wait and see how that market will react to our analysis. Moving on, I got it set up yesterday evening. How? Why? Let me quickly explain. Do I need to explain it on this live session? We can talk about it in detail on the mentorship, but let me just explain it. So we're talking about violation here. Market actually violated this high with this, leaving us with an inefficiency. So market came, took out the inefficiency. After taking out the inefficiency, came to that. So I expected to touch this line, but in as much as I did not touch, I just had to use what I call the confirmation. So the confirmation was, after we got this high, this low created this high created this lower low. Normally there's not supposed to be an higher high because it's on its sell trend. So we have a violation here again. Market violates it to the upside. It will come back to reclaim that violation, and that was where the entry came in, and then boom, they had like 1 to 2 right there. So this was evening yesterday. What time is it? Yes, around 9 o'clock. It was evening yesterday. So GBP JPY, I think I talked about it the other time. Nothing serious is happening. Manipulation upon manipulation is just kept happening in the market because of the Trump issues, tariff, and whatever. CHF JPY, I'm not seeing any reasonable, simple concept way yet. So you have to be patient for the market to do what it's supposed to do. So BTC. How I wish this eye took out this eye. I'll have been waiting patiently for BTC to come and take out this. But of course, it can still play out, but I'm not just sure I want to take advantage of such, because this is a liquidity right here. And this is a very, very interesting POI. This is a very, very interesting POI. So I might not take this trade. I might not take it because it's not an A setup. Might not take it because it's not an A setup, but let's look forward to it together. Okay, moving on to Ethereum. No, I'm not seeing what I like yet. I'm not seeing what I like yet. So AUDJPY. This one is similar to what we just had on BTC, but of course there's no smart money up here, so I'm not really interested in this kind of move. Also, I'm not really interested in this kind of move. What's GPP card doing? GPP card, now guys, I was talking about this setup yesterday. So GPP card did what? It messed up this area. So guess what? Market is coming back to reclaim it. We should be expecting something like this to continue to the downside. We should be expecting something like this to happen. Okay, we should be expecting something like this to happen. So I'll just put my alert here, so whenever the market got there, I'll be notified. So, and it's going to be based on confirmation. Because for market to validate it once, it might validate it the second time, the third time is inevitable, is going to use it. So, but let's wait for confirmation. US oil, what do you have on US oil? Nothing interesting. Also, nothing interesting. Due to what Trump is doing, the market is just moving anyhow. Nothing interesting. So I think that's that about that for now, ladies and gentlemen. We already have a trade on USD/JPY. Let's hope and see how this trade will end for us. Hopefully it's going to end in profit for us for the rest of today. Any question, ladies and gentlemen? If you have any question, this is the best time to actually put in your question. Number one. Number two, if you have a pair you want me to look into for you, you can actually suggest that pair right now while I quickly look into it before we call it a day, and then I resume to our mentorship students. I'm waiting. Any question? There's no question. I might have to move to our mentorship session time. That one should be starting around 11. Is it 11? Yes. So let me just call it a day. If you still want to join the mentorship, it's still on. It's still very on. Even though when we started covering what we want to cover, let me just put it down here. These are the topics we want to cover. I think I've put it somewhere before. So these are the topics we are going to be covering on our mentorship, and it has started since yesterday. We are going to be talking about structure, trend, how to identify violation in the market, liquidity. There are different types of liquidity in the market, and how to identify inducement. Inducement liquidity usually reverse, let me say mostly reverse the market, but not all liquidity reverse the market. Inducement liquidity is one that mostly reverse the market. Then we'll talk about POI, the types of POI, different types of POI that we have. We talk about what validate a setup and what invalidate a setup. We talk about how to place your stop loss and TP rightly. These things suffer me well. So I learned the hard way. how to place your stop loss and TP rightly, so that you have peace of mind with your trade. How to use different time frames, how we are going to put everything together, and how we are going to simplify it, that we'll call it simple concepts. And then we are going to talk about risk management, trade management, and lastly we are going to talk about psychology. So ladies and gentlemen, these are the topics we are going to be covering under our mentorship, both the group mentorship and the one-on-one mentorship. But of course, the group mentorship is just 2 months, while the one-on-one mentorship will last for 3 months, because personally I will give extra attention to all my one-on-one students, because I believe one-on-one is the best way to actually acquire the knowledge the most. Of course, you can get it if you do group mentorship too, because you get familiar with, if you are familiar with all these things before, you just need a little touch to actually balance it. Some people don't really need a one-on-one, but trust me, I have also been here. Trust me, anybody that is very, very, very serious about Forex should go for one-on-one. If you don't have the money for one-on-one, go for the group mentorship. Keep practicing, you will still get it, but it might not just be as fast as the person that go for the one-on-one. So the one-on-one, you get to ask questions, there are things that you are even doing wrong that you don't even know you are doing it wrong, but because you have somebody that is looking into it for you, as a mentor, as a guide, as your teacher, it's going to be like, this thing that you are doing is not right, and then the person can actually help you to correct it on time before that thing actually becomes something that will now start hurting you with your profit, with your money. Okay, so but of course, all the prices are very, very affordable. Let me put that up right now. You guys know that all the prices are very, very affordable, very, very affordable. Okay. So you guys know that all the prices are very, very affordable. We're talking about, you can see we're talking about group mentorship for just $50. I don't know where you want to see that in the industry anyway, because I don't even see this kind of offer too. And the fee for the one-on-one, which happens to be discounted to $200, is the amount a lot of people pay for group mentorship, but you're going to have the one-on-one with just the $200. So the decision is yours. And anyway, the decision is yours. So but of course, by the grace of God, all my students, both the group mentorship, both the one-on-one, they will get more value from the money than the money they pay, certainly, by the grace of God. So that's one of my own major concern, major goal for any of my students. They have to have, they will get a value that is more than what they pay for. So that is that about that, ladies and gentlemen. If you still want to join, if you have covered this topic to an extent where I know that if you are just joining, you will not be able to comprehend it, I will just not accept any students anymore. So but for now, if you want to join, you can join now. If you delay it, the truth of the matter is you might have to wait for us to finish this session or finish this bash. After 3 months, when I will start another one, which the price will even change by the grace of God. So because when we are doing another one, and the ones that I did early, they have results and I can be able to flaunt their results, trust me, the next batch will not be this cheap. It will be more, the price will increase, of course, certainly. So if you want to take advantage, this is the best time to take advantage of it, because we are going to be starting our structure class. We only did introduction yesterday. We are going to be starting our structure class and train today, both for the one-on-one and the group mentorship. So the decision is up to you if you want to quickly take advantage of it right now. Okay, so that's that about that. The USDJPY record, you can see it is still at the entry. So if you have not entered, this is the best time for you to do what? To enter this trade right now. So I'm so optimistic about the trade. I'm optimistic about the trade. Let's see how it's going to play out for us. So of course, I'm going to be ending it now. Thank you guys. If you have any question, let me know. Come to my DM. My DM is always open. Always open, always open. My DM is always open. So let's call it a day. Ladies and gentlemen, let's call it a day. Bye for now, guys.